My name is Laura, and I'm 47 years old. I got divorced 3 years ago, and now I live with my daughter, Jessica. Jessica has graduated from college and is working hard as a professional. It was a day when Jessica and I were out shopping for the first time in a while. That's when we ran into someone we never wanted to see again. That person was my ex-husband, Mike. Mike and I divorced because he cheated on me. We used to work at the same place. When he was younger, he was good at his job, highly regarded by his colleagues, and popular with the female employees. I started liking Mike when we ended up sitting next to each other at a work party because he was considerate and attentive. However, at some point, Mike stopped taking his work seriously. The reason was his infidelity. Mike had a wealthy woman as his mistress. Cheating was already a problem, but he was taking money from this rich woman. Honestly, it wasn't the first time he cheated. However, there was something I just couldn't forgive, and that's why I decided to divorce him. Seeing Mike again brought back memories I thought I had forgotten in an instant. One day, 3 years ago, Mike came home from work carrying a large bag. Upon closer inspection, it was a bag from a famous brand. "Where did you get that bag?"
Oh, this. Sorry, but this isn't for you.
Mike was in a good mood. By this time, I already knew Mike was cheating. He was coming home later than usual, and he probably met her again today. I never thought it was for me. Is it empty by any chance?
Come on, of course not. It's a present for lovely Jessica.
For Jessica, she hasn't graduated from college yet. At that time, Jessica was still in her second year of college, but I thought Mike might have gotten it wrong.
I know that. This is a gift for Jessica from someone I know. She'll love it. Go get Jessica for me.
I went to Jessica's room to call her. Jessica had also noticed that Mike was cheating. Maybe that's why, since she became a college student, she avoided him at home and didn't talk to him. She made a displeased face, but eventually came to the living room and appeared before Mike.
Jessica, it's been a while, hasn't it? Where's my hello? You were so cute when you were little.
Mike had been drinking and was drunk. Jessica sighed and looked at me, saying,
"Mom, can I go back to my room? I have an important test coming up."
Immediately, Mike interrupted.
Hey, don't be so disrespectful to your father. Who do you think is paying for your college? If I didn't bring in the money, you two idiots wouldn't survive.
Mike didn't work for a large company, just an ordinary one. But ever since Jessica started college, he occasionally made these belittling remarks toward the two of us. "You seem to have something to give to Jessica, isn't that right?"
Oh, right.
Mike handed the famous brand bag to Jessica.
"What is this?"
Jessica looked at the bag suspiciously, then looked at Mike.
Just open it.
Jessica took the bag, and when she pulled out the contents, there was a branded handbag inside. It was worth more than $1,000.
"Where did you get this bag? It's genuine, right? It must be worth over $1,000.
Isn't it amazing? It's a gift for you from someone I know. I asked them to get this one for you. You should be grateful.
Fu, is this someone?
Jessica's voice was calm, but she kept her eyes down.
When I say someone, I mean someone neither you nor Laura knows.
Mike tried to act clueless, but Jessica and I knew better.
It's your mistress, isn't it? What's her motive for giving me a handbag? I don't want it. Take it back.
Jessica yelled and threw the bag with the handbag at Mike.
Hey, what are you doing? When I told her I was struggling with my relationship with you, she said she wants to get close to you too, and bought it for you. How rude.
Trying to get close. Fuess getting close to whom?
You both know I have a mistress, right? Let's not beat around the bush. She's wealthy because she's a business owner. When I told her about you, she said she wanted to get to know you and bought the bag. Not accepting it is just stupid.
You casually admit to your cheating, but did you think I wouldn't want a divorce? Mike laughed as he said,
You think you can leave me? How will you manage without money? You're a stay-at-home mom, and Jessica's college fees still need to be paid.
Mom, just get a divorce already.
Jessica said, looking into my eyes. I was shocked and couldn't respond.
I'll work part-time when I can. Staying with him won't make you happy. Just get a divorce.
Jessica looked at me, almost in tears. It was then that I realized something. I had thought that staying married was for Jessica's sake, but I realized it was hurting both her and myself.
Come on, really? You think your part-time job can actually cover your college fees? You're gotten pretty cheeky. Well, it's fine with me. So, are we getting a divorce?
Mike said with a smug look. And just like that, our divorce was finalized. Since Mike immediately admitted to his affair, he paid alimony in one lump sum. He probably got the money from his mistress. In an email Mike sent later, he mentioned that his mistress looked down on us. I wondered what Mike hoped to achieve by honestly reporting this. He wrote about how stupid Jessica was for not accepting the handbag, and how she was just like her mother. He also mentioned that we'd likely struggle financially but should never rely on him. That was the moment I knew I never wanted to see Mike or his mistress again. I quickly deleted the email. I used all the alimony Mike paid to cover Jessica's college fees. 3 years have passed since then, and we hadn't contacted or run into each other at all, but that day came suddenly. For the first time in a while, both Jessica and I had the day off from work, so we went shopping. We went to a store in front of the station, which had several famous brand shops. We were about to leave when Mike approached us.
Hey, long time no see. Laura and Jessica, right? Why are you pretending you don't know me? It's rare to see you in a place like this.
I looked around but didn't see anyone who looked like his wife.
Oh, are you worried my wife isn't around? Wait, do you still have feelings for me?
Don't flatter yourself. I just thought it would be noisy if she were here.
Finally, you're talking to me. What a coincidence to meet here.
Really, I let my guard down, thinking we hadn't seen each other since the divorce.
Let your guard down. But isn't this place quite high-end? Are you sure you two can afford it? Is it for some celebration?
Mike said, laughing. He was trying to make snide remarks, but I felt that showing my displeasure would only play into his hands, so I decided to talk normally. Yeah, this store does have a lot of expensive items, but we're not here for a celebration. We're just shopping for ourselves.
Come on, shopping for yourselves. You don't have to act tough. Since we're here, let me buy you something. Jessica, is there anything you want?
I was about to take Jessica's hand and leave. However, Jessica noticed and gave me a meaningful look. It was a look that said, "Mom, it's okay."
You remembered my name. I thought you'd forgotten it since we haven't been in touch at all since you divorced Mom.
Well, you're still my daughter. Since we met here, let me buy you something. You must be struggling with money, right?
There was a malicious tone in Mike's voice.
No, I'm not struggling with money, and I don't need your help. But you seem to be doing well. Is work going well?
Mike's face visibly brightened.
You noticed? Well, I only wear the best.
Jessica gave him a polite smile.
Do you want to know how much I'm making now? You'd be shocked.
Sure, I'd love to hear.
Of course you would. You two must be scrambling around like sewer rats. It must be tough.
I was shocked that Mike called us sewer rats. However, Jessica held her tongue and didn't respond.
Leaving you sewer rats was a smart move. I'm making $80,000 a year now.
Mike grinned as he spoke. I felt beyond anger and actually pitied Mike for calling us sewer rats. Feeling exasperated and ready to leave, I looked at Jessica and noticed her eyes were gleaming. It was a look of someone who had just trapped their prey, with a slightly mischievous smile.
That sounds tough.
What?
Mike was surprised by Jessica's unexpected words. To be honest, I was also surprised by Jessica's comment. Tough? What does she mean?
What are you talking about? $80,000. That's way better than when I was living with you two. I just go to work and complain a bit, and I make $80,000. It's fantastic.
At this point, Jessica's expression tightened, and she said,
You work at your wife's company, right? Paying someone as incompetent as you $80,000. I feel sorry for your wife. But it's her own fault, I guess. She has done so many terrible things. But that will end soon. Your wife is probably going to be arrested soon.
Mike looked shocked.
Hey, what are you talking about? Even if you are my daughter, I won't tolerate such nonsense. Arrested? That's impossible.
Sorry, but it's true. Do you know where I work now?
Your job? No idea. You're probably just an employee somewhere. There's no way you know about my company.
Mike replied with a mocking laugh. Jessica works for the Internal Revenue Service.
The Internal Revenue Service.
Even if you tell him, Mom, he won't understand. Do you get it? It's about taxes, Dad.
Mike's face turned a bit red with anger.
Of course, I know that. So what?
Your wife's company has some serious issues.
What?
I was also shocked because she said something completely unexpected. Jessica doesn't talk much about her work at home, probably because of the nature of her job. So, this was the first time I was hearing about it.
Did you know your wife is committing tax fraud?
Jessica said with a smile. Seeing her smile while talking about this made me feel a bit uneasy.
Tax fraud.
You know what tax fraud is, right? Basically, she's cheating on the taxes she owes.
Of course, I know that. There's no way she'd do that.
Apparently, there was a whistleblower. She must be really hated by her employees.
What?
When they investigated, they found a lot of discrepancies. She was inflating expenses and underreporting sales.
Mike's face grew paler and paler. I wondered if deep down, Mike already knew.
This has to be a lie. You just happened to run into me here and got jealous of my good life. So you're making this up. Pathetic. What? You want money?
As Mike pulled out his wallet, Jessica slapped his hand away.
We don't want your money. Both Mom and I are living much better now than when we were with you. Keep your money.
Jessica glared at Mike.
Fine. Have it your way. But don't come crying for help when you're in trouble. You're on your own.
Then, Mike's phone rang. He answered it immediately and started talking, so we tried to leave during that time. There was nothing more we needed to say to him. But Mike stopped us from behind. When we turned around, he looked flustered.
It was my wife on the phone.
Oh, really? And what did she say? I held back my urge to leave and listened to Mike. I thought it would be strange for us to leave when we hadn't done anything wrong.
She said Internal Revenue Service agents are at the office right now, and I need to get back there quickly.
Well, you'd better go then.
It's probably just a misunderstanding. I haven't done anything wrong.
Mike tried to appear calm, but his anxious expression was evident. Then Jessica spoke up.
Lies will always be found out. Most people who commit tax fraud know exactly what they're doing. Professionals can't be fooled. If your wife called you, she might have already told the agents about you.
Mike's expression turned to one of shock.
She might have mentioned me too. No way. Getting caught like this.
So, you did know. I thought so. Even without a whistleblower, it was only a matter of time. Tax fraud is a crime. And now, your wife is dealing with tax evasion, and you're facing sexual harassment and power harassment charges.
Once again, I was taken aback by Jessica's sudden revelation. Really, is that true?
It's true. I overheard my seniors talking about it. It's going to be tough, but hang in there.
Mike looked pale, which suggested he knew what was going on.
You should get back quickly. Your wife is waiting, right? You'll be busy from now on, so you'd better be prepared.
Jessica was smiling, but her eyes were not. Mike glared at us, and then quickly walked away. We looked at each other, smiled, and continued our shopping. 2 days later, I got a call from Mike. I had kept his contact information since he was still Jessica's father.
Laura. Oh, I'm glad you answered. Hey, can we meet somewhere? Jessica can come too.
Why all of a sudden, I have nothing to talk about with you. Jessica and I are both busy.
I've realized that you two are the best for me, the ones who bring me peace.
I could tell from his voice that he was lying. He called us sewer rats. What kind of change of heart is this? Did you forget what you said to us the other day? Don't contact us anymore.
Wait, please. You know my wife is getting arrested, right? I wasn't arrested, but I'm being sued by employees for sexual harassment and power harassment. I'm going to lose my place to live. Please, can you shelter me? I'll do housework.
Are you kidding? Stop it. I couldn't believe Mike was serious. Why should we protect you? Don't say such ridiculous things. Jessica would definitely say no.
Please, Jessica has a job now, and you're living a lonely life, right? Let's spend our old age together. I'll make you happy.
I laughed out loud. He's so self-centered. Who said I'm living a lonely life? I'm having the time of my life now. Honestly, it's because I divorced you. There's no way I want to spend my old age with you. Who do you think you are? There's no place for you in our lives. Mike seemed shocked and couldn't say anything in return. Actually, I've started working too. I'm selling handmade crafts online, which used to be my hobby. It's going really well, and I'm very busy. Spending time with you would be a waste.
Please don't say that. What am I supposed to do now?
Mike sounded like he was about to cry, but I had no obligation to be kind. I don't know, you called us sewer rats, but aren't you even lower than that? You can't even figure out what to do on your own. Not trying to do anything yourself. You're truly pathetic. I feel sorry for you. Jessica and I are much happier since we got away from you. If you keep contacting us, I'll call the police. Goodbye. I hung up immediately and blocked his number. Jessica didn't need a father like him. To be safe, Jessica and I decided to move to a place with better security. After that, I heard rumors that Mike had lost everything and was living in a cardboard box. Once, when I passed by the store where we had met Mike, I saw someone who looked like him at the entrance. His face was covered in an unkempt beard, and his clothes were in tatters. A security guard from the store was leading him away. Since then, we haven't gone to that store. Jessica and I are living happily together. We've both found fulfilling work, and every day is a joy. We intend to keep working hard to ensure this happiness continues.